Hello, this is Kristen Codes, and I'm coding every day until I become a web developer, or so I can become a web developer. And I'm joined today by Malachi. Oh, oh my goodness! Did I just? There we go. Well, bam, bam, Malachi. Hey, Malachi. Bam, Malachi. So I'm coding every day until I become a web developer, and I think we left off on I think yesterday we did the dashboard, but I think I started on the tip calculator. If any of you guys are wondering, I use a website called Front End Mentor. I feel at this point I should be getting sponsored by them. Um, and we are on their JavaScript fundamentals path, and we are doing the tip calculator app. This is what it looks like. This is the desktop version, and this is the mobile design. Okay, so let's go over some of the things that I did. Somebody made the comment yesterday that I haven't really been coding on stream. I really like to code and then talk about it, but I think I'm gonna start coding more on stream. I just didn't want to be too quiet in these videos because when I code, I focus. I do not have time to be playing around, and no. So let's go live to the tip calculator. So we are doing 375. And man, I was having so many problems with this earlier. So what I'm trying to do is what I've tried to do in this project. Let me just open it up like this. I've tried to organize my CSS a lot better. Let me move myself out of the way. I've tried to organize my CSS a lot better. I'm really trying to find a groove. So I've already determined that mobile first philosophy is a good philosophy when it comes to changing these designs into code. At least it's easier for me. Somebody made the comment that Tailwind is mobile first. People are also making the comment that I should just start using Tailwind, and my response to that is always I'm trying to learn the foundation, the very basics. I know y'all love a good framework. Y'all love a good framework. And there will be times for framework, but there is always time for the fundamentals. Remember, reading is fundamental. So I set up my color. Well, first I used a CSS normalize thing. Well, a CSS reset, and I think I got this CSS reset from Josh Como, and it's right. Let me move myself. It's right here, Josh Como. Blah 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 blah. That's the CSS reset. I'll probably leave a link in the description so that y'all can see it. If y'all have another CSS reset that's better, let me know. I'm open to critique and new things. Okay, so we have our CSS reset. Then I added the colors from the style guide or the Figma file, because when you have premium, you can get the Figma file. I have like 7 credits for the Figma file, so I was like, let me just go ahead and use one for the tip calculator because I want to be very specific. So I put down the colors. Eventually, I put the colors into their own like properties right here, the CSS properties. So I took all these colors, put them here. I was watching a Kevin Powell video where he was saying that this isn't a good idea. I didn't know that until I watched the video, but whatever he explained in that video was kind of confusing. So I am open to new ideas when it comes to structuring my CSS. Either way, the first thing I did was I went through the Figma documentation, which came with a design system that I'm going to show you guys right now. It came with this amazing design system. So you have your colors in the Figma file, topography, and spacing, and then the components. So I try to basically make properties for all the or CSS classes for all of the different elements in the Figma file. And that was all good until I started writing the HTML and start adding classes. And I was like, okay, now I see that going forward, I should create the HTML first, and then I'll create those classes that can be placed inside of, you know, these the class fields on the HTML. Usually what I would do is I would just put a class, I'll make a class right here, and then I'll just target it. But again, I'm trying to have a more systematic approach with how I do all these things. So next time I will be creating the classes first, getting the naming convention down, and then I'll go into CSS and I'll start creating all the building blocks for all of those elements, so that I can just go in and just put, you know, because usually I don't do it like this. Usually I would have like one class, and then I would just edit that one input label class, and that's it. But as you can see, we have text presets used in different places. I'm going to have colors used in different places, so on and so forth. And let's see what we have. Currently, we have the, I'm just working on the bill. And since I've done it this way, it took a little bit longer, but I like that it was a lot more structured. So why don't we just start working on the bottom part of this. Let me pull up. Okay, so on my second screen I have the JPEG. Well, the JPEG. Yeah, it is a JPEG of the mobile design, the image of the mobile design. So what I need to do, and by the way, you click on these, they do the thing, blah blah blah. So what I need to do, I need to take the outlines off of that. So let's see. Right now, I'm working in the media query, which I need to do. I'm gonna do this for 400. The reason I raised it up is because I was having all these different issues. Sometimes when you use live server, I feel like sometimes it messes up, it glitches out or something, and the layout doesn't come out right, and then you have to start it over. So anytime I run into an issue now, I'm just starting live server over. Okay. So we already got our media query for mobile. Again, we're doing mobile first because that seems like it works. And then let's see. So we have, I want to work on this, which is the tip results section mobile. So if I go down and I go to here, tip results section mobile, I want these to be, I think these need to be, if I look at the Figma file, maybe I shouldn't show this since it's premium. I don't know if they'll get mad at me or whatever. Okay, so the color for that one, for the tip amount, is number one is white, and it's the text preset 5. So let's go to tip amount person, which is text preset 5. And then I think we can put white on this one, and then gray 400 on this one. Gray 400. I think. Gray 400. Oh, see? I knew that was weird. Okay, now it looks right. All right. So then what we're gonna do is do the same thing for this one. So tip amount, total person, it should not be white. It definitely should be that gray 400. Okay, so we got that. And then from what I see over here, we want to make this text right here green 400. H2. So I'm just gonna come right here and do green 400. Okay, so that's looking right. And now what I want to do is set up this reset button, which has, let's see, I think I already pulled that into the mobile section. Let's just highlight the mobile section. I'm glad I can do that like this. That's good to know. Okay. Okay, so I think I called it the tip card button. Yeah, button, tip card button. And we want a background color of green 750. We want a let's see, it has padding of 8. Hold on. Padding 32 left and right, and then 8. Okay. 32 left and right, and then 8 top and bottom. Okay, that didn't really change much, but you know, whatever. And the font is going to be text preset 4. So let's just put text preset 4, and it is green 800. Green 800. And why don't we do a text transform of uppercase? I can barely see that. That's weird. Maybe I need to, oh, no, wrong thing. Why don't I enlarge it? Okay, so maybe, I think the font weight is off. Yeah, okay, let's just do that right here. Font, oh, my bad. Font, weight, bold. Okay, that looks a little bit closer to what we're looking for. But then I just need to check to see. Okay, and it has a border radius of 5 pixels. Border radius 5 pixels. Okay, so it looks like we have everything. But the next thing that I need to do is there's supposed to be, I'll show you guys, there's supposed to be like a $sign and then a 0, $sign and then a 0. And I think the $sign is always supposed to be there. Let's see. Is the $sign supposed to always be there when you enter an amount? Yes, so the dollar, okay. So let me, and we're supposed to start the input all the way to, okay, so Let's see, how am I gonna do this? Because this is the first time I've ever done something like this. So maybe bill. Let's start with the bill. Bill. And then we have the input placeholder. I wonder, can you put a URL for the placeholder? No. Let's see. Place image in input field CSS. Input type text background image. Okay, so that's what I thought. That is what I thought. All right. So I need to target input label. Oh, that's the bill input field mobile. Did I name those differently? Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, so we're gonna go to the bill input field. Let's see something. We're gonna go to the bill. Let's just highlight all of this again. Bill input field mobile, and I want let's change this. I want that to be a $sign. And I think I already placed that. I think I already have that somewhere. Form bill icon. Let's see what happens when I form bill icon. So let's see what happens when I use that. So we're gonna go here. Form bill icon. Okay. Form bill icon. Weird. Very, very weird. I wonder why it brought this one up. Let's see. Let's go back to our input field. Display block. Okay, so that worked. It should have a min width of. Should I do inline block? No. Block width. That's weird. The min width should be 100%. But now I gotta put the width as that. Weird. It was not doing that before, and now it's doing it now. You see what I'm talking about? Weird stuff is happening. So let's go to 75. Very weird. It was not doing this at first. Let's see. Display flex direction column. Bill container mobile kids. Let's do flex 1 on. Does that help? That's weird that this gets smaller than everything else, than the content that's in there. Oh. min width. What? See, CSS is doing CSS things. Oh, okay. That's really weird. Anyway, I'll have to fix that later. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Anyway, see, this is why I didn't really want to do this on video, because like it's things like this that I would hyperfixate on. But anyway. So we have the input field, and if we do a min width max, doesn't work, but if we do this, it works. Okay, weird. And we already got the padding. I'm wondering why tip. Hold on, where is it? Form build icon. I wonder if I do display block, what would happen? What if I just do this? It brings it back. Man, that is so weird. How do I put this in the input field? Let's see. Place image in input field HTML. Defines an image as a submit button. Let's see what this video says. Uh, there has to be another way than like position. Does this one say position absolute to? Oh my goodness. Do I really have to do it that way? Alright. I guess that's the way it has to be done. So I think the I tag, like I said, I tag. No, the icon tag. Is there an icon tag? Or is it just a regular image? Okay, well, why don't we do this? It did not show up. Can I just use an image? All right. And then let's see. Can I just build container, build input? Is that what it is? Div class, build container, build input. I'm pretty sure I added padding to that. It's probably above the buttons. Below this. Let's see. Minimize myself. Me somewhere over here. Okay, so build container. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're finding the build container, which should be around this whole top part. Build container mobile. Okay. So where the hell is that? Okay, so build container mobile, build container, build input. What is going on with this? I could have sworn there was a gap of 32 pixels. Okay, that's better. And I want to see if I could, let's see. Lovely. Display relative. Then I need to grab that icon or the image class build icon. Oh, position. So can I do from the top 20 pixels? Is that how that works? Or top 0? No. Top 100%. Okay. I do not like doing it this way. This is very janky. Okay. Left 10%. What happens if I... Okay, it just stays right. Okay. It slightly moves. But maybe I don't want to do percentages. If I did 100 pixels, 50 pixels, 45, 20 pixels, that's actually way better. It's not big enough, but I can fix that. And it stays there. Okay, so I think the reason it's doing that, I think the reason the container is doing that, tip container, tip calc container, or content wrapper. Now it's doing that thing again where live server is kind of not being nice like it should be. Okay, now it's acting right. Okay, so we got the build there. Now we need the content wrapper. I need to, let's see, if we go display flex, okay, and then we say justify content center, align item center. What does that do? Okay, it stays the same. All right, that's great. And then I think I can say content wrapper all the kids flex shrink 1. No, what if I say flex shrink 0? Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. I really don't understand why because it wasn't doing that at first. The tip calc container is acting like really weird now. I'm pretty sure that's a tip calc container. Yeah, it's a tip calc container. Flex direction column. Justify content center. Align item center. Okay, I think that's okay anyway. We're just gonna leave that alone for now. Um, now I wonder, is there a way to, since we have the, okay, so let's change that input field to let's change that outline to none. Bill, where are we? Bill icon is absolute. Bill container, Bill input relative. That's the container. Okay, so it's this one, Bill input field mobile, and we are going to outline none. And I think that fixes that. Now let's see if we can, I wonder if there's a cursor property. Let's Google it. Change cursor position input field HTML. We can do it with JavaScript. Oh. Maybe there's a way to do it with CSS. Oh no, there's a way to do it with JavaScript. Maybe there's a way to do it with CSS. Let's see. That's all I have to do? I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That all I would have to do is text align, right. Oh. And now we have to change this font to text preset 3. So let's go over here. I'm gonna put text preset 3. And now when we type in this thing, all right, but we also need the text to be green 900. Green 900. Okay. I wonder, is there a way to say numbers only? 142 point type. Can I put number? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's working. Oh man, it's messing up again. Live server is acting weird. Live server is acting weird. Okay. Alrighty. So now we got that working, which is 142.55. Okay. Now what we need to do is change the number of people we're going to copy this. We're going to, where did I put it? Where is it? It should say number of people somewhere. Number of people Then I think I placed it right under the label. And we had image person. Okay, image person. And we're gonna give it a class of person icon. Class person icon. Go back to the style. Go back to copy this. Number of people. Call this person icon. Why is person icon all the way over there? Oh, I know. It went, oh, that's interesting. It goes to the closest relative, I think. If I, where did I put it over here? Image, the image went right above the input. It went right above the input, but below the label. Right above the input, but below the label. But for some reason, I guess I gotta change the Z index. Z index 1. All right. Let's see. From the top, 20 pixels. Whoa. Hold on. I think I know what's wrong. Oh ho ho ho. Dot build container build people position relative. Bam. And I probably don't need this Z index. Is that correct? That's right. So now if I go up here, pass it up, build icon, and then I go to person icon. All right, it's in the right place. And then we say text align right. Up, there we go. And then we say outline none. And we say that the, let's see, just like we have for Bill, we need the same thing. So now, and if we say type number, then we can't type letters and we can only type numbers. What is that? That is a scroll. Okay, so now let's see, how do we remove the scroll? Hold on, remove scroll from input field. No, there is a, hold on, I can do overflow hidden. Well, look at that. So why don't we do that? Overflow. No, the scroll is still there. Why? Why? I was over here too. Why? I don't remember it being there before. Is that what that is? No, stop it. Yeah, okay, so on input type number, dang, you gotta go. Oh no. There has to be a way through CSS. There's no way at this point we don't have something. Remove scroll from input field. CSS. There's no way. Overflow hidden. Hold up. If this works. No. No, it didn't work. I hope this works. Got no people input field. I really don't want to do this. Web kit scroll bar display none. Lord, why are you still there? Why are you haunting me? Why? 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 Why are you doing this to me? Why is there a scroll bar in that input field? Does that work? It's still there. Oh, it's still there. Wow. It's still there. Hold on, what? Can we do that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. My spirit. You see, CSS breaks my spirit. And I did not want to record this, but you know, maybe it's important that I look back and I look at this. Malachi's over there, like he can see me going crazy. Um, I'm gonna have to fix this later on because I have been up all day and it is time to wind down. This is good. Um, I don't really have much else to say for today. I have a feeling one day I'm gonna go back through these videos and I'm going to realize how far I've come because I'm gonna name this video like the correct title and then CSS Dungeon because that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm in a CSS dungeon and not the good kind. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. I will be recording Friday, Saturday, and Sunday anyway, so I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day and have a good time. All right, bye bye.